And welcome back. Well, even though the city is buried in snow, home buying season has already started in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think it's technically spring for realtors. If you want to put your house on the market this spring, there are some things you should be doing right now. Rachel Schwab is back from the Equitable Bank with some sensible tips for all of us. Great to see you.
Nice to see you too.
And you know, sometimes I think it's a good idea, even if you're not planning to sell, maybe it's in your future, to kind of start doing some of these things early, because some of the projects, even if they're small, they're time consuming.
Well, and things always come up, right? So you think, oh, this weekend I'm going to do this to the house, and then it doesn't happen. Yeah. So even if you're planning out a little bit longer, say next, spring or whatever, there's some things that you can start on now.
Get going. First, you say set a date and work backwards.
Yeah. So especially if you're planning on selling this year, maybe you're thinking, well, when school's out, that's when we want to put our house in the market. So maybe you're going to do it, after Memorial Day weekend. Well, set that date and then start your planning backwards. Like, what are the things you need to get done? When can you get them done? And set a calendar for yourself.
The first thing you say you got to get done then is hire a realtor.
Yes, absolutely. You're going to want to work with professionals, your loan officer and your realtor, and you're going to want to interview realtors, and you're going to want to read reviews and not just pick the person who, oh, okay, I like their picture on the website.
Yeah.
Really make sure that it's someone you connect with, because you're going to be spending a lot of time and they're going to be advising you and see, are they a specialist in your area and your kind of house?
Yeah, I like that. Oh, also cleaning and decluttering. I'm starting this process now, and I feel like with each kid who moves out, goes to college, that I need to do a little bit more of that.
Yeah, I mean, well, we could all be doing this. This isn't just for people selling their house, but we've talked about this before. It's really important to get rid of stuff. You want your house to look spacious. And if you just have a ton of clutter, even if it's in closets and things like that, it just makes the house look smaller and messier. So get rid of things, depersonalize. If you have a million family pictures, now's the time to pack those away for your new house.
I want that to be my living room.
Yeah, that's a really pretty room.
Real. Like in white though, like who's keeping their house that clean if they have?
Yeah, that's really tough to live in.
Children do not live in that house.
Children are not allowed in that room anyway.
Or pets.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
Paint and repair, then you say, is your next step, and that's stuff you can do on your own.
That is something you can do on your own, but do know your limits. If there's something that needs some, if you have no clue about plumbing, do not try to replace your faucets or something like that.
Put in a new bathroom sink.
Right. No, bad idea. Water everywhere. Now you have a whole new problem. But yeah, absolutely. If walls are scuffed, just it's a good a fresh coat of paint can do so much.
Yeah,
it's true.
And look around your house. That really cool color that you thought, my kid's bathroom is some crazy greenish color. Yeah. And I always say before we sell our house, we're going to have to paint it. It's cool, but nobody else wants it.
It's so funny because the color on my kid's bathroom walls is called dill pickle.
Oh,
I got the weird green
know what it looks like then,
it's fun, but this is not practical for selling that.
Your next tip, I think, is a good one, and it probably can be combined with another one, because you say consider hiring a professional stager, which I think is huge in today's age. It's almost like you can't not have a stager, but sometimes depending on the realtor you work with, they might also bring in a stager.
Absolutely. Some realtors have the ability to help you with that. Others don't. Again, that's part of your interviewing your realtor process as well. How much do you want to do on your own? But most realtors are going to know a stager, a good stager that can come in and help you. And that is going to be, there's going to be an expense up front to do that. But you'll be able to sell your house that much faster. I've heard up to 73% faster to sell your property. Just think about, you think about, decluttering and get rid of stuff, but you also don't want it to look too bare because it just doesn't look right. And people have a hard time envisioning themselves in it.
Yeah. Do you know what they do with your furniture if they want to bring other furniture in?
They'll put it in storage. Yeah, you'll rent a storage locker, and if you're not
curb. I'm like, what is it like?
They burn it in your backyard, actually. It's a bonfire.
You have a neighborhood bonfire.
Yeah, ugly. Burn it in the back. No. If you want to keep that furniture, you'll just store it, and they'll bring. Or sometimes they just might. Repurpose
it.
Yes,
yeah,
great point.
This chair's now in a bedroom or whatever.
Yeah, I think buying and go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say buying and selling can be stressful, and doing all this work, it's projects. It's a lot of work.
It is.
But I think it's also great because you enjoy your house, and then you're selling it. But the financing is another thing people worry about. You guys take care of that.
Well, right. Most of us can't buy a house without financing. So that can be a major stress. And that's why we tell people, call the Equitable Bank, talk to our lending experts, get that part out of the way. Let them get you pre-approved for your next property, and you've got your financing locked down, so then you can focus on getting your house ready to sell. And then you don't have to worry about it. And you can just go and you can look and you can feel confident, like, hey, I have this really credible pre-approval from the Equitable Bank. So I know whatever offer I make on a house that I want, I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's great. So that's the process. That's what we got to do. It's time.
It is,
So-
and now is the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it when we're talking about, you know, two-story snowman.
Yeah, 20
But it really
But
is.
it's the time.
It
Just
really
don't,
is.
don't have that in your front yard, because that might, you know,
Yeah.
deter
We've
people.
talked about that too.
Here's where you can contact the Equitable Bank. The phone number is 414-777-4411 or theequitablebank.com for more information online too. Thanks so much, Rachel.
Thanks for having
Thank you.
me.
Good to see you.